to another edition of Athletes Corner, and today we have a very special guest, state champ at Burke High, Mr. Ethan Daleba. How are you doing, sir?
Doing good. Just finished the whole workout.
Yeah,
Drained 10 minutes
yeah.
high.
Okay, man. So your workout have the workout increased since quarantine? Is like
Yes,
the low.
yes. I've been working out like a whole lot more with like D1 athletes, especially alumni from my school.
Okay.
Devontae, Jameson, LeVar Williams. And just pushing me, it's good.
Yeah. How is that? Because I'm sure you guys doing outdoor workouts or indoor.
We're doing outdoor workouts, but today was more conditioning
Mhm.
and they play at the high level. So like, and they also went to Birkin. They
Yeah.
played for Coach Ryan. So they just look at me as like the younger brother, give me advice and stuff to do and tell me how the college level is. Cause that's my goal. That's where I want to play.
Yeah,
So that's good.
that's really good that alums, guys from the past are able to come back, take their time just to show,
Yeah.
give game to the up and coming players and stuff because
Yeah.
they don't have to. They don't
Mhm.
necessarily have to, but they're taking the time out of their day just to make sure it happens. Can you just talk about how that helps in the long run?
Helps in the long run because knowing that come from the same school I've came from and they've gotten at a high level and made it far, that shows that I can do the same thing.
Mhm.
And being around them, knowing how their work ethic is, how it is to get to that level, like it makes me want to get to that level. So I push as hard as they do. And even when I'm working out with them, they're like on my back pushing me because they want to see me do good and they want to see me like
Mhm.
progress as a player.
Yeah, and that's kind of just trying to carry it. That's also part of carrying the tradition from the school because
Yeah.
if you got
Hmm.
if you got guys that had success in the past, and then you guys had success as well, they just
Hmm.
giving it on. And then when you graduate, you can be able to come back, and some of the guys that were freshmen
Yeah.
and they're seniors then, so you could pass that on too.
Mhm.
All right, so let's talk about your years this past basketball season at Burke. You guys were able to get the state title. You guys
Yeah.
defeated St. Mary's High. Just overall, just talk about this past season. Just overall aspect. What were some highs, some lows, just everything that went on this past season.
So Burke, even BPS was my first year. So I came there knowing Sean Ryan was like a good coach, and talked to Devontae and LeVar, and they told me that he's a good coach, has a lot of connections, and he cares about the players. So going there, I knew that I was in good hands when I went there. So as soon as I went there, came up to me, greeted me, and everything, showed me love. Then we just got straight to work,
Mm-hmm.
and the ups from like the whole season, it was good. Like practices, they always good practices, always bad practices,
Yeah.
practices where we play around, practices where he's just on our back.
Mm-hmm.
Especially playoff time. Playoff time was just very serious, very intense, like running plays, everything.
Yeah.
And we knew that coming to the Burke, like we had a statement to make,
Mm-hmm.
and we really just wanted to make that statement, especially coming out of Dorchester, Boston. So and
Yeah.
then a lot of other teams like had big names, so like we were kind of like the underdogs and stuff like that, so we just had to like show them.
Yeah, and but basketball season, it's a long season. It's a long season. I know you guys play 20 some odd games, but
Yeah.
the season is so long and just the grind of a basketball season also with the school and stuff. Just how were you guys just able to stay focused and make that run?
Well, regular season we build a lot of chemistry, so coming into the playoff season we already knew each other, we knew how each other plays, so it was just like it was a good feeling, like just playing with your boys and stuff like that. So we were all close to each other, knew everybody's ups and downs, and we knew what we wanted to do, and
Mm-hmm.
we wanted to like win, take it all. Like first playoff game, played Bishop Sting. They beat them last year, so we knew they were a good team, and we knew we wanted to take it all. So we just came together as a team. Nobody was selfish. Everybody was playing together, playing to win, and that was just a good environment for all of us to be in.
Yeah,
So
and watching some of the film I saw, that I saw from you guys. It was the ball movement. You guys, the ball never stuck. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it never like just stuck in someone's hand for a long period of time. It was like you guys did a good job of moving the ball around and also exploiting a mismatch. Can you
Hmm.
just talk about that?
And that's what we work on every time. Like we start a practice, we do passing drills, knowing to like move without the ball. When you catch the ball, just move it, get a man open. And that's like we have a lot of unselfishness on that team. So that's what it came into play. So like during those practices when we're passing it to each other, working on those bounce passes, everything, that's when in the game it translated and it was just like easy for us.
Yeah, and the state title game, your point guard gets hurt.
Yeah.
I think what was that second? Was it that the second quarter he got
It
hurt?
was the second quarter, like start of the second quarter.
Yeah, yeah, the second quarter gets hurt. Then St. Mary's makes a run. They make
Hmm.
a run, and then after that, the second half it was kind of a back and forth game.
Yeah.
You had a big play down the stretch. Just talk about that, losing your point guard and just having to just find a way to win that game, knowing St. Mary's just made a big run.
Yeah. So Josh, great point guard, very skilled and everything. And like he was like the point guard, the one who controlled the floor and everything. And him going down really like hurt us a lot, but we can't do anything about that. So we just knew that we all had to come together and just try to like win it for him because he knew that like he knew and wished that he could be out there. So him going down, it really hurt us a lot, but we had to keep fighting and we just had to keep on going. So if they scored, we made sure we got a bucket right back. And then if we got a bucket, defense stops possessions. And that's just how we had to play it. Every possession mattered. No possession where we could just miss or like not score.
And that's also a lot asking for young players to get back to get back to focus on the game because your teammate's down. You don't know if he's going to be all right or not.
Yeah.
You kind of lose focus a little bit of the game. That happens with young players. They kind of
Mhm.
it's easy to lose focus, but it seemed like you guys let it affect you guys for a short period, and then I think after you realize he's not coming back, it seems like you guys are just like, all right, let's just
Yeah. And that just comes from coaching and having chemistry. Like our coach makes sure that the way he coaches, he teaches us like how college is basically.
Mhm.
So he trains us like college players, and then we have so much chemistry like on our team. Him going down, we still knew that like we needed a win, so we all came together.
Yeah. Can you describe that feeling? Because you make the big play at the end. You guys make a big play at the end, and then they have a chance
Yeah.
St. Mary's have a chance. What was it when you saw Dave Brown Jr. shoot that shot? What was going through your head as you saw the ball going to?
Honestly, when I seen the ball, I was like, dang, it looks like it's going in. But then it hit backboard, and I was like, dang, it might go in.
Mhm.
And then it went out. So I was just like relieved because that big play that I made, like coach drew that up last minute. Like we didn't even practice it, just drew it up. Then it worked. And then I found Juwan open, hit the shot. And then that's when they were into like, it was our ball game because now they have to foul us.
Mhm.
So when he missed the shot, like I knew that like we had a chance to like win a state championship because that game we were preparing, like it was a big game. St. Mary's is a great team and like we were preparing so much for that team. So after we beat them, like we were just like, yep, we can take it all.
What was the feel? What was the feeling after you saw the shot miss? What was the feeling that you guys just got
We were
this?
just all happy because it was all of our first times at the Garden. Like we never been to the Garden before, and it was my first time ever playing there. So to be on that court where like I see NBA players play on and like feel the lights beaming down on me, feel that whole experience, it was just very happy. Like everybody was all happy because we worked our butts off all season,
Mhm.
made it through playoffs and everything, and now we made it at the Garden, played a big team that we were like training like all day, every day for, and we beat them. So that was just like really relieving. I felt relieved after that game.
And how disappointed was it that when you got the news that the state championship game got canceled? How disappointed? Because I know everyone was looking forward to those games on that upcoming Saturday. But
Yeah,
once we, I, in my me personally, once I saw the NBA canceled, then I was like, yeah, this is
Yeah.
it's a wrap for everybody.
Yeah. Once that was done, it was just a bummer because like, honestly, I knew we would have had another practice, and especially like having another practice with my teams, and especially like most of my seniors. So having another practice, that would have been like good again, because now I know I'm not going to see them anymore. They're going off to college. So having another practice, and I think honestly, I felt like we could have won the whole thing. So when there wasn't a game, it was just like, dang, like it was just a bummer for me.
Yeah. Yeah. So, now you got to focus on next season. Also, normally this will be the time you'd be out, with the AAU on the AAU circuit. Just how much of a bummer was that not being able to be out on the AAU circuit? Just how big AAU is in the summertime.
Yeah, playing for expressions and knowing that we would have went for it to EYBL, it was honestly a bummer because that's that's a huge stage, best stage to be on. So knowing that I couldn't be on that stage was just like, dang, like it just sucked. But that just motivated me to work 10 times harder. So like after I knew there was no more AAU, worked my butt off. So next year AAU comes, I'm ready for it.
Yeah, definitely. Now, with the guys you guys have coming back for next season, and who are some of the other guys that are going to step up that might have not gotten a lot of playing time last season, but their role may increase this upcoming season if there is one.
My guy Takai Galloway, he's a very good player, honestly. I've been working with him all summer, playing basketball with him, building more chemistry with him. And he realizes that we're not having a lot of returners because basically our whole team was just seniors. So I just told him to like his role is going to be very big this year. And especially us coming off a state championship and like us going as far as we did in the playoffs, that can happen again. So he has to be ready. And he's ready. I feel like he's ready.
And for yourself, what are some things you're adding to your game this offseason?
I'm adding shooting. I'm gonna shoot a lot more. My handles has gotten way better. Like I'm turning into more of like a guard. So like if my point guard goes down, we're not all helpless with the guard because you have me, because I'm working on that. So I've been working on my shooting a lot more. My left hand better, driving, finishing, just everything all around. Getting stronger and everything.
Yeah, and lastly, when COVID hit and schools started shutting down, schools were going to online. What was the reaction from your teammates, from your coaches? What were your coaches telling you when all the news was coming down about you guys are now going to be in school for a while and just what's going to be?
Although we weren't in school, he was just honest about staying focused, like maintain our grades, keep focused. So yeah, we're at home doing online classes, but that doesn't mean that you could just stay home all day and not stay home, like just sit, waste a day away and not do your work. So he was on me about my work a lot, and everybody still doing their work, maintaining our good grades. Because a lot of them were seniors, so like they would have to have good grades, and especially for a recruiting process, you have to have like good grades in order to so.
All right, man. All right, and lastly, if they want to reach you, to plug your social media.
Oh, Daleba. If you want to follow him, that's my Instagram. Daleba on Instagram.
All right, sir. Hey, Ethan, man, thanks for taking the time to chat with me, man. Good luck. Hopefully there's a basketball season. Hopefully you guys get back to school in September or whenever that is. But keep working and keep doing great work, man.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
All right, no problem. You guys have been watching Athletes Corner. That's Ethan Daleba from Burke High. I'm your host, Mikhail Kabongo. Have a great day.